Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'm so excited to have back to the show a very special guest, Dan Sachs, the co-founder and board member of AppDirect. An expert in cloud technologies, he was named to the 2015 Forbes 30 Under 30 Enterprise Technology list and has spoken at numerous industry conferences. He is an advocate for cloud-based delivery and frequently advises Fortune 500 executives on software distribution and cloud strategies. He is also the host of the world-famous podcast, Decoding Digital, a podcast about succeeding in the digital era. Dan, welcome back to the Top Gun Show.
Thrilled to be back on the Top Gun Show, Steve.
It's so nice to have you back on, my friend. Well, recently you announced your transition from day-to-day executive at AppDirect to co-founder and board member. How will you be engaging with the AppDirect and channel communities going forward?
I continue to be active with the board, with our customers, and in the community, and I'm really excited to see the whole community at a future channel partners or AppDirect's event next year in Chicago.
Well, that's great because, channel partners would not be the same if you weren't there. So I'm glad that's going to stay on your priority list.
For sure.
Well, let me ask you, where is your attention right now? What problem are you tackling now?
So one of the things that we found at my years in engaging with businesses is that the biggest problem businesses have is generating demand, generating revenue and getting new leads. And that process in the past was highly manual, very inefficient. People would, cold email companies, go door to door, cold call, and that's a really time-consuming process. And what we've realized is that with advancements in technology today, we can really help automate using intelligence the revenue and demand generation for a business.
That's great. That's great. Well, talk a little bit, I know you're into AI. Talk a little bit about how AI, and specifically generative AI, how does that change the game for advisors and for the channel?
AI completely changes the game for advisors in the channel, and it wasn't until generative AI that true power could be unlocked. And one of the biggest challenges with AI today is how do you put it into practical input for your business? And what we're doing and what my new business is working on is really using the power of AI to do work for you. So in the past, software and technology oftentimes was something you had to spend a lot of time in. People who use Salesforce or Workday or Atlassian all recognize that you need to become a power user. You might need an implementation partner. You might need an administrator to set it up for the company, and then spend hours in that tool. But we all know, as sales producers and advisors, we want to be spending time in front of our customers, in person or on video selling. And really, generative AI can help combine other aspects of AI and cloud workflows to be able to do work behind the scenes for you, so you can spend more time doing what you want to do and doing it best, while the technology works behind the scenes for you.
So this new technology somewhat laser focuses on lead generation, not just a wide shot, but a laser focus on the best lead generation that I would need as an advisor. Is that correct?
Exactly. So what we can do for an advisor or a small business is identify what you're best at selling, to whom you're best at selling. We then have a database of businesses around the US, and we can identify what campaigns you should target to what businesses. We can then identify and generate the copy or the content that would be most well received by the user. And we can also send those campaigns to manage for the best deliverability. Meaning, if you're going to blast a marketing message to a few thousand people, your conversion rate's going to be low, the message is going to be off, but we can cater the message using AI to the user. So really what we can do is automate that whole prospecting process that would have taken hours and hours of your day, and break it down to really just the power of clicking a button and starting to see leads show up in your inbox.
Wow, that's amazing. That is so amazing. I'm so glad you're tackling that. I mean, because that's a huge need. I know people are going to be watching this right now, and and channel leaders and advisors, I mean, they're going to want to reach out to you to find out more. How can they contact you about this?
Definitely connect with me on LinkedIn, or you can reach me by email at daniel@landbase.com. And that's the first time I've shared the URL for the business. We still don't even have a website. But just because you're a friend of Steve's, I'll give you my direct email and feel free to reach out anytime.
Oh my gosh, another reason to tune into the Top Gun Show.
Always.
Shh. That's great, man. That's great. Well, hey, Dan, you know, I like to end with a personal question. This one I've been thinking about you a lot about. So why do you think you've been so incredibly successful already in your young career, and how might that change in the future?
Well, I appreciate that question. I really feel humbled by working with incredible people and really being able to work in an industry that can be game-changing and motivating. So I really, would attribute my success to the people around me and to being mission-driven. And I think since I, started working in technology, I always believe that technology can level the playing field to enable businesses, big and small, to be able to compete and thrive in the digital era. And I think with my new company, Landbase, it's another leap forward for small business owners and advisors that can unleash the power of technology in order to generate new business, save time, and build great things.
Well, that's great, man. I want to thank you. I mean, you're a good friend. You're somebody I look up to. But I just enjoy talking to you. I love how you think. I love how you discover opportunities in the marketplace. You figure out how to solve those problems and make everybody else better. So thank you for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show and sharing this with the millions and millions of people that are watching you right now.
Anytime. And thank you, Steve. I think you get the word out to advisors. And, when I speak to advisors around the ecosystem, the Top Gun Show is the one theme that resonates and hits, and really happy to be here again.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.